Welcome. I'm Jessica Van Hevelen, OCIO's Google Support Specialist, and today I'm going to give you a tutorial on what is Smart Canvas. Maybe it's a terminology that you've heard or seen on Google resources. We're going to dive deeper and get a better understanding of what Smart Canvas is and how it can make your daily activities more efficient and effective. What is Smart Canvas? It is a new product experience that delivers the next evolution of collaboration for Google Workspace. It is a product experience that provides you more efficiency and effectiveness within your Google Workspace products, such as Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Doc Editors, and Google Meet. You can see in this GIF, this is a prime example of how you can incorporate Smart Canvas within Doc Editors as in one example only. But we're going to dive deeper more into the Doc Editors, particularly Sheets and Docs. So as we mentioned, it makes you more efficient and effective using the Smart Canvas concept. But one of the ways to make you more efficient and effective is using collaboration. And this is where Smart Canvas is going to help you. It makes it more flexible and helpful. Let's talk more about the terminologies and words that you might see in your menu items within Docs and Sheets, such as building blocks is a new option that you have within Docs and Sheets. The other one is smart chips. Another common vocabulary that you have seen now within the new Smart Canvas concept. Dropdowns is another one. Checklist, page lists, Google Maps place chips, assign task in Google Docs, timeline view, and more coming soon. So we're going to dive into each one of these in greater detail. And at the end, we'll give you a quick demo just to get a better understanding of all these tools that are at your fingertips. What are building blocks? Building blocks is a feature in the product that helps you create something. In Google Docs, you can also use building blocks to insert table templates that help track your projects, files, and more. That is just one example. You'll have seen in tables that you have product roadmap, view tracker, project assets, and launch content tracker. In Docs, you also have building blocks such as meeting notes and email drafts. You will also get familiar with the at search menu, which is a shortcut within Google Docs to get you to the people chips, the building blocks, and etc. Here are some examples of building blocks. The first one is the meeting notes. You can actually attach a meeting note to a calendar invite directly from Google Docs. This is an example of a building block. The other example on this slide is email draft. Docs is a great way to collaborate and create an amazing email, and you can actually send an email directly from Google Docs. Here are some other examples of building blocks. These are our table templates. You've got the product roadmap, the review tracker, and the project asset, and the content tracker. With that, the beauty of these templates is that you can adjust them to fit your business needs. You can customize them within your Google Doc. You will also see some other examples in these building blocks that are using the smart chips, such as the people chips and also the drop-down. So again, you're incorporating the entire Smart Canvas concept to make your life a lot easier. What are smart chips? Smart chips is a feature in this product. Again, the product that we're discussing is Smart Canvas that will allow you to connect to people, content, maps, and events into one seamless experience. In both Docs and Sheets, you will see the option to insert smart chips, such as people, file, calendar, event, and place in Google Docs. Currently, at this time, Sheets, you have the option of people, file, and calendar events. Again, great features to incorporate the Smart Canvas concept. Dropdowns is another option. This will easily indicate the status of your document or various project milestones outlined in your document. Dropdown helps you with data validation, and you also have the option to customize it with colors and etc. and content. Checklist. Who doesn't like a checklist? A way to track your progress by checking it off. In Google Docs, you can format a list to a checklist by using a similar concept in your bullets and numbering. You have a new option with checklist. In Sheets, you can always insert a checkbox to the cells in a spreadsheet, and then you get the satisfaction of marking it off. Page list format in Google Docs. Who doesn't need more real estate within a Google Doc format? You can adjust your page setup to a page list format, which you can see in this GIF. It allows you to have more real estate when you are inserting larger objects such as a table or a large image. Insert Google Maps place chips into Google Docs. Again, we have the option under the Smart Chips or the App menu to insert a Google Map indication, such as in this one, it's indicating Google, but we'll show you how that is done in Google Docs as well, as it's quickly and easy to do by inserting Smart Chips and selecting Place Chips. This is one of my favorites. You can easily assign tasks from Google Docs. What does this do? When you insert a checklist within Google Docs, you will have the option to assign a task to a particular person. The beauty of this one is it also assigns that task directly to them in the Google Doc format, but it also will then be added into their My Task app and have it there to keep track of their individual task. And either way, they mark off that task either in the Task app or in the Google Doc format. That task is completed and indicated in both places. This is a new one where it allows you to manage project and tasks with a new timeline view on Google Sheets. With that, you'll add an extra layer, another sheet, that will allow you to view your project status by timeline or person. This is a great way to use for project milestones, schedules, cross-team collaboration, and more. Also, there's more to come. There is voting that will have that capability within Google Docs. You will also have drop-down chips in Google Sheets and so much more. Well, before I go into the demonstration portion, I want to remind you this slide deck is there for you to check out all the additional videos that are there and additional resources, just so you can learn more about each one of these amazing updates that fall under the Smart Canvas concept. With that, we also want to encourage the time for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also check out the Google community page where we post numerous updates, not only about Smart Canvas, but the entire Google Workspace environment. We also have added a brand new playlist just regarding Smart Canvas, and we'll categorize any update that is regarding to Canvas. Smart Canvas will be posted in there as well. So again, take advantage of this slide deck that we posted in the description and check out all the additional videos and resources regarding each one of these amazing updates regarding Smart Canvas. Now I'm going to go ahead and start the demonstration portion of this Smart Canvas tutorial. Let's first start in Google Docs. Let's take a tour of the Insert menu. Go to the Insert menu, you will see new options that you may not be familiar with. First of all, let's go to Table. You go to Table, you have Table Templates. Those building blocks that we discussed, Product Roadmap, Review Tracker, Project Asset, and Launch Content Tracker are all there under Table Templates. Let's continue on. You scroll down, you will have the option of Smart Chips, where you can add people, file, calendar event, and place. You also have a date option, which is a calendar date. You also have the drop-down option, showing here as well. And continuing on, you have building blocks, where we now see meeting notes, email drafts, and also it brings in the table templates that we discussed earlier. So the Insert menu is a valuable menu item to definitely check out to see all things Smart Canvas. Now you may recall me mentioning about the famous App menu. You'll notice even Google Docs is trying to help you. Type in the App menu to see what you can do. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and click the App menu, and you can see you have shortcuts to all the things that we just briefly discussed, such as Smart Chips of People, Smart Chips of Dropdown, Task, Building Blocks. You also have the option to insert files, dates, your calendar events, and etc. So again, get used to using that App menu to make it a seamless process to incorporate the Smart Canvas. Let's first talk about some of the building blocks that I highly recommend. I'm going to go ahead and do the App menu, and you see the option of Meeting Notes. Let's use that one. I'm going to select Meeting Notes. Then it will bring up your calendar and the upcoming meetings that you have tied to your account. I have an upcoming meeting called Training Meeting. Watch what happens. I'm going to select that and Training Meeting, and you will see it brings in the date, the title of the event of that calendar, and the attendees of that particular calendar event. Then you can make an agenda. Type in your notes, type in your action items. It'll automatically let you know, do you want to share it to your attendees? Well, of course I do. I'm going to go ahead and share and attach, which means it will go directly to the calendar event as well, to that training meeting. And make sure you want to give them the right permissions, either editor or viewer or commenter. I'm going to go ahead and give them edit rights and click share. So now it is tied to that meeting as well. you have a quick way to attach the agenda directly from Google Docs. I'm going to go ahead and open another Google Doc just to show you some other options you have with building blocks. I'm going to use the famous shortcut of docs.new to create a brand new blank canvas. Now this is one of my ultimate favorites. I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the Insert menu just to make sure you know you can go there as well. I'm going to go to Insert, and this time I'm going to select Email Draft. Remember, Smart Canvas is all about collaboration, and 2 heads are better than 1, 3 heads are better than 1. And this is a prime example of how collaboration is so much better using Smart Canvas. First thing, I'm going to start composing the email as I normally would in Gmail, but now I can share it to have someone else look at this. I'm going to go ahead and type in the @ menu, which will bring in my directory and start selecting the people that I want to send this email to. I want to send it to Trainer 7, I want to send it to Trainer 1, and that is who I'm going to compose it to. I can do the same thing in the CC and the BCC. I can go ahead and type in the subject and put a detailed subject line. Underneath the subject line, I will start composing my email. Once I start composing my email, I can write whatever I want in the area before the horizontal line. So once you start composing the email, best practice would maybe is to share it to someone else and have them also look at this document. And making sure before you hit send, it looks good and everybody's on the same page. Once the email is ready and proofed and maybe had a few eyes looking at it, all you need to do is just click on the preview in Gmail. It will then bring up an option for you to send it directly from Gmail. You get a preview look, you look it over one more time, notice it brought over Trainer 7 and Trainer 1, it brought in the subject, it brought in my message, and all I have to do is hit send. Let's stay on topic with building blocks. Let's go ahead and focus on the table of templates. You can always go to Insert, Table, Table Templates, or go down to the building blocks and select the options there, or use the @ sign. Still will give you the option of all these different table template choices. I'm going to go ahead and select Product Roadmap. That's what a product roadmap looks like. Let's go ahead and go to Insert and show you an example of a review tracker. You get the point. There's several different ways that you can do this. It's just giving you an idea of how to use these templates. The beauty of templates is that you can always customize the tables to fit your business need. It is just a table. When you click on a table, you always have the option to adjust the table. And if you haven't seen all the updates regarding tables, such as assorting, ascending and descending, the row header if you choose to, or column header, or you also have ways to pin the header by unpinning and unpinning the header rows. Again, the reason why I'm pointing this out is there's a lot of new features within tables that you may not have seen in those updates. But one of the best ways to adjust a table, in my humble opinion, is always to right-click inside the table. Then you pretty much have everything you possibly need to do to adjust the table, such as insert a row above, delete a row, delete a column, delete the table if you choose, back to the pinning, unpinning, split cell, and etc. One of the other options to adjust the table is always select the table properties, and it will give you that option on the right-hand side to adjust the table to fit your needs. So again, a great concept. Again, just know that you can customize these templates to fit your needs. Some of the other things you can do inside these table templates is always use the smart chip concept. Again, we talked about smart chips in the slide deck, but you always can go to Insert and select the following smart chips options: People, File, Calendar Event, and Place. So let's go ahead and do some of those. I'm going to go ahead and just use the @ sign because it seems more seamless inside here. I'm going to type in the @ sign, and then I can select People if I choose. I can always expand, and then it pulls up my directory if I choose to. And you can start typing it just like you do in the Compose window in Gmail, and it will help filter out your data. I'm going to go ahead and select Trainer 13 for another person. I'm going to go ahead and do Trainer 1 as the second one. And since Trainer 1 is not part of this document at this current time, and I did somehow tag or added that smart chip, you'll notice since I mentioned Trainer 1, I get the option, do I want to share and give them edit rights? Again, that is the power of choice. I'll go ahead and share it to Trainer 1. And again, they'll ask me what permissions I want to. I'm going to go ahead and give Trainer 1 edit rights and select share. So again, that's an example of people chips. Wonder if I wanted to add a file, that is one of the options under smart chips. I can do the @ sign and start typing in the document that I want to add. And you can see that I have some files that start with training or trainer demo 1 or 2, or I can always expand my files and have a longer list if I choose. I'm going to go ahead and select training demo, and now that is a file chip as well. You also have the date option. You can always type in the date. You can put today's date, tomorrow's date, and etc. I'm going to go ahead and put today's date. I'll select date, and I have a calendar drop down. I'll say it's due on Christmas Day and go from there. So again, a quick and easy way to add those smart chips. I'm just going to go down here and just show you some of the other things that you can do with smart chips, such as inserting Google Maps, which is one of the options that we talked about in the slide deck. Insert, you have the option insert back to smart chips, and then you can select a place. So again, maybe this is your actual office building or whatever the place may be. I will put the Iowa State Capitol. You can see then it drops it down. And again, I would strongly encourage you to check out the video regarding this place chip because there's so much more to this as well, such as opening and preview and etc. Now let's go ahead and focus on the checklist. You can always insert a checklist under the format option, format, bullets, and list and numbering, and inserting a checklist. You have the strike through option or just the mark it off option in the box. Again, you select which option best fits your need. You can do that, or you can always go up to the top and select checklist in your toolbar. So I'm going to go ahead and say the task is to review communication. Now I'm going to hit enter and say review training. And now I need to make a decision on who is responsible for doing this. I can assign a task. If I hover over the checklist, you will have the option to assign as a task. So again, this is one of the updates that we mentioned. You can click on assign task, decide who that person it belongs to. I'm going to assign that to trainer 1. And then I'm going to put a due date of Christmas Day, and I'm going to assign that task. And again, you will then see her avatar right there. And if I was logged into trainer 1, I would see the task over here. So I'm going to go ahead and assign the review training to my account that I'm logged into today, which is trainer 13. So I'm going to hover over, then I'm going to assign it to trainer 13. And I'll be mean to myself as well and give it the assigned date of Christmas Day. Assign the task, and you will see that all the details of that task on the dock. But in my task app, which I can find in my sidebar on the right hand side under trainer 13's account, you will see there's a task called review training. And if I click on this directly right here, it will take me directly to review training. So again, great way to keep track of what needs to be done and by who. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly show you. If I mark it complete in the task app, you will then see it is marked checked here as well as it's been completed. So again, a nice feature within Google Docs Smart Canvas. I'm going to continue on and just quickly show you the drop-down option. You can see that there's drop-down options within the table templates that were already created. But let's go ahead and make one from scratch. So again, you can use the App menu. If you choose, type in the App menu. You can start typing in drop-down. You will also then see the Smart Chips option of drop-down. Then you have these ones that have already been created, such as launch status, review status, project status, and etc. But many of us maybe want to customize a drop-down, maybe a yes and no. I'm going to go ahead and select new drop-down. Then you can name it as a template. I'm going to say yes and no. That's a great way to customize this particular template. Option 1 would be yes. Option 2 would be no. And then I can color code the actual task, drop-down selection. So I'm going to say green means go and no means red. And I can delete these other options as it does not apply by clicking on the trash bin. And now I've saved a new template called yes and no as a drop-down. We go ahead and select that. And then the next time I want to add that drop-down, I can select drop-down, and you will see the yes and no as one of my templates inside this Google Doc. So again, nice feature to validate the information and making sure that it is entered in the way that you want. Now we're going to quickly navigate to Sheets. I think we got a quick overview of some of the benefits of Smart Canvas inside Google Docs. Again, I strongly encourage you to check out all the additional resources on the slide deck regarding Google Docs and all the updates regarding Smart Canvas. Let's go ahead and create a brand new sheet. I'm going to go to sheets.new and just show you some of the things that you can do inside Sheets regarding the new updates. So one of the things I want to mention is you can do the at menu inside a cell as well. You can add smart chips such as people. You can go ahead and do the at symbol as files. And you can also do calendar events as well if you choose to. So again, this is a great way to track your information and bring in all the information that's tied to your other Google Workspace information, such as a person, a file, and a calendar event all in one spot. So again, you could always go to Insert and select Smart Chips, and then you have people, files, and calendar events to add that into your Google Sheet. Again, many of us use Google Sheets as another tracking resource of a particular project. And one of those ways that you might track a project is using the checklist as well. So you would go to Insert, instead of Checklist, you're going to look for Insert Checkbox. And then you have an option to do a checkbox. I'm just going to use the fill down option. And then you would put your task in the next column if you choose to. And again, you can always mark these tasks complete. Now, I'm not going to go over the timeline view that's available. I strongly encourage you to check out the video that is posted there. Not only that, it does incorporate some hands-on opportunity for you to actually play with the template. So again, enjoy this video, learn more about Smart Canvas, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel to learn more about Smart Canvas. Thank you.